In this video, you are going to learn easy resume hacks so that you can get more job interviews this year. In fact, all of these tips are going to save you time and optimize your resume, so it's a win-win. So go ahead and take out your notebook or pull up your resume right alongside this video and follow along, because by the end of this, you are going to have an awesome resume. And if you want more career tips just like this, make sure you click subscribe down below. If you've already subscribed, don't be afraid to share this video with a friend who is applying for jobs this year. This will be your act of kindness for the day. Easy resume hack number one is that you should use simple formatting. I'm going to show you what my resume looks like right here up on the screen. And keep in mind that you don't need to waste time or money on any of these ridiculous, fancy templates that you can find online. Simple is always best. Avoid putting your picture on your resume if you are applying for jobs in the United States, and don't use any of these weird graphs or charts or star ratings on your skills. Recruiters absolutely hate those. Keep it simple, use black and white, and make it look as clean and neat as possible. The next tip is about cover sheets. We never read them. Recruiters do not read cover sheets. Why would we take the time to read your essay when all we have to do is look at your resume to see if you are qualified? So save yourself a couple of hours and stress from writing these useless cover sheets. You only need to write them if the job description explicitly says that cover sheets are mandatory and required. Most large companies do not require cover sheets, so do not waste time writing one. You're welcome. And you can say thank you by sharing this video with a friend. The next hack is that almost all resumes should have a resume summary, and almost no resumes should have a resume objective. If you really want to know why, I have a full video breakdown up on my channel here, but basically you don't ever need an objective, just use a resume summary. Give me 2 to 4 sentences at the very top of your resume that highlights your industry experience or product expertise and your total years of work experience. Then use the rest of the sentences, the last 2 or maybe 3 sentences, to highlight your key accomplishments and unique skill sets that you have that will make you stand out from everybody else. Your resume summary should get the recruiter to get interested and want them to read more about you. The next easy resume hack is that you should put your education section at the bottom of your resume. It should be the very last section unless you are applying for internships or you recently graduated from college in the last year or 2 and you are applying for your first job. Once you have 1 or 2 years of work experience, your education section needs to go at the bottom because we no longer care that much about your degree. It's all about your work experience and what you can bring to the table. The next tip is that you should make your job titles and companies that you've worked at easy to find and read. Please stop sending and submitting resumes where you have all this weird formatting, or you have this long summary at the top, or you have a functional resume at the top where I don't even know where you're working at or what your current job title is. Just use a standard, simple format that tells me where you're working and what your job title is. And speaking of job titles, make sure you use industry standard job titles so that it's easy to find you both on LinkedIn and to also understand what you are doing in your role. Some companies use wanky job titles or get literally really creative with job titles so that you can be hidden from other companies on your LinkedIn profile. But if you know what the industry standard job title is, you should use that, even if that's not the job title that your company gave you internally. For example, there was someone who had a product manager job title, but their job was actually customer success. They were basically sitting at the client site or customer site all day, receiving orders and questions and answering questions about their product. They were not an actual product manager rolling out bugs and features. So make sure you know what your industry standard job title is and use that. Now, this is a really easy but super beneficial resume hack, and that is that you should be bolding keywords and key critical skills in your resume within your bullets. This will draw the recruiter's attention to specific bullets and accomplishments that you have so that they can be really impressed about your background or know that you meet the minimum qualifications for their job so that they can call you right away and get you scheduled for an interview. Next, almost all of your bullets or everything you write on your resume should have results. You can think about all your bullets on your resume as mini star answers. You need to have results. Otherwise, your bullet doesn't have that much weight and it really doesn't impress anybody if we don't know the ending. Or so what? Why did you do something? Why did it matter? And why did it help your company? And the next tip is that your best bullets or your most impressive accomplishments should be at the very top. It should be the first bullet under each of your different job titles or companies. You want to make sure that with the first thing that we read, because recruiters and everybody reads top to bottom, that the first thing that we read is going to be really, really impressive. So for those of you who have that one resume draft on your computer that you open up once a year and you just add new bullets to the bottom, you're going to want to reevaluate and look at what is most impressive and what is going to catch recruiters' attention and reorganize and reorder your bullets depending on the job that you apply for and what they care about. Next, put your location or where you want to get jobs at the top of your resume in the header. Typically, if you are looking for remote positions, you're going to want to call that out at the top. Or maybe you live in a different state but are looking to relocate to a new one, you're going to want to list that state on your resume instead. And for those of you who immigrated into the US or to whichever country and are now looking for another job in that country that you immigrated to, you're going to want to call out if you require work authorization or not. If you do not require work authorization, this is going to be a key differentiator that could be blocking you from getting interviews and you just don't know it. So if you do have work authorization, please do call it out at the top or in the header of your resume so that recruiters know that you are qualified and they do not need to provide sponsorship. Next, everyone's resume should be exactly either 1 page or 2 pages. What I mean by this is that you should do your best to fill an entire page or an entire 2 pages exactly of text. There should be no empty chunks or big empty spaces anywhere on your resume because it doesn't look good and it doesn't look like you have a lot of experience. As a general rule of thumb, if you have more than 15 years of work experience, you should be using 2 pages. If you have less than 15 years, you should probably only have 1-page resumes. Next, make sure that whenever you share your resume, either to a recruiter or to a friend via email, or you upload a resume to a job application, it's in a PDF format. Do not upload resumes in doc formats or pages formats for those of you who have a MacBook, because if it's in a PDF, it's basically taking a picture of your resume. So the formatting can never get screwed up. And if you're looking to optimize your resume for ATS, PDFs are always the best. A lot of ATS systems are not programmed to read Pages files and some old docx files. Alright, so by the end of this video, you should know some easy resume hacks that will get you more job interviews. But if you want more detailed resume tips, you're going to want to watch this video right here. And if you are going to start to get your interviews now that you have a really awesome resume, you're going to want to check out this interview tips video right here so that you can ace these interviews and actually get job offers this year. Thank you all for watching, and don't be afraid to shake things up with your new optimized resume.